there's so much. I'm really, it's hard to decide from where to start, right? It's like the energy of Aries that want to start it. This is the spring. This is the beginning of everything. And okay. And yes, and we just want to do, we just saw such a beautiful weather in the past days. We just want to be out there. We just want to go back to life. It's pretty much the energy. David, can you help me with the PowerPoint? Or Ellie? Thank you. Maybe I catch it with... Okay, I guess now it's good. So we will start with the forecast. The forecast of that month. Until it will work. Okay, let's speak about Aries. What do we know about Aries? How many here is Aries? Moon in Aries, rising in Aries? Aries? Wow. Knowing someone in Aries? Yeah. Okay, I guess the Aries are out there. Enjoying finally to go out of the water, the drowning Pisces. So what do we know about Aries? Who wants to share? Yes, Luis? No? Okay. Jumping. The Aries are jumpers, yes. Yes. We are not in a full moon. Repeat the question. So the question is, how come we are in a new moon when the moon is full? Okay. So we are in the new moon of Aries. What does it mean? What does it mean? Why we celebrate? Why we are here? Astrology, I will explain, because we have also many new people. So astrology, Kabbalistic astrology, and according to the Kabbalah calendar, a month starts when the moon is in his appearance, as we see it, is in the thinnest state. Yeah, again, very important from our perspective, right? Because the moon is always full, is always round, right? So from our perspective, because of positions, the sun, right, lighting only, we can see only thin part of it. So this is when a month starts, and we have 12 months, 12 signs of the zodiac. And today is the beginning of the month of Aries. What happened that as well today, and I'm going to talk about it, we're jumping, we're speaking about jumping, we want to know, we want to understand, we want the answers. So wait, there is steps to understand. We're growing, we will talk about everything, there's a lot, but with steps. Today we heard and we knew about the solar eclipse where the whole moon covered, was between Earth and the sun. So what happened? It covered it. We could see, you know, the moon in his complete, okay? Because again, it's related to position, what we see. The moment it covered it, we saw all the moon. But today, and it's very interesting, it happened in the middle of the day, and David's gonna talk about it a bit. We looking at it, all this cosmic planet event, more in a level of consciousness, how it's affecting us, how it's affecting our life, less about how it looks like. Really, there is no need to travel or it's interesting, it's beautiful, it's nice, but it doesn't have any meaning, okay, to see it. It's more about how it's affecting us. So today, we actually starting a new cycle of the zodiac. Aries is the first month, it's the first sign of the zodiac. So they are considered to be the babies of the zodiac. They are the child of the zodiac. if you know Aries, or now you will open your eyes more and will notice it more, they acting like child no matter what their age. And basically as older, they're like more even. So they're considered to be the child, and it's explaining a lot about them. Yes, they are energetic like child. They are excited, they're curious, they are jumpers, right? Like they have that energy, dynamic energy, and we all gonna feel it. If we are Aries or not, we all gonna feel it, we all gonna be in that mood, okay? So it's gonna affect all of us. So we said this energy of child. How child many times act? Me. It's all about me, right? I don't care about the adults. I don't care about nothing. I don't care about rules. I don't care nothing. It's just me and what I want. It's very much that energy. So we need to pay attention. As all the signs of the zodiac, there is two sides. There is two sides. So they consider to be the pioneers, the one to, as we say, to jump. There will be the brave one, many warriors, many commanders, thank you. They will be in Aries influence, because they need to jump, they need to fight. We know the planet that controls Aries is Mars. This is the planet of war. Okay, it's good as well. We know many leaders, our spiritual leaders, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob were Aries. Nachshon ben Aminadav, the one that in the Red Sea splitting, if you remember and know the story, if not, you can learn. He was the first one to jump into the water. So we have many examples. Independent. They're not waiting for others. They don't need the group in order to go and do. I'm so sorry, it's making a lot of noise, right? They are not waiting. They just do. They want, they go for it. And even if there is a wall in front of them, they don't care. They go through the wall. And it's very funny. Once I was still single, not really much understanding about kids. David, it's doing a little bit too much. Thank you. And I had a friend that she had 3 boys, and one of the boys was his game, right? His game was he saw a wall, he was running into the wall, boom, into the wall, and going back. Running, boom, into the wall, and going back. And I think like 20 times. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, it's okay. It's like, she said, yeah, he's an Aries. He love it. He need that. This is the energy, this is their fun. This is their joy. This is very much Aries. Very much, if you know Aries, ask them or look in their face if they have some scarves. The head, they are the head. They are the beginners. They are, in the head, wherever need to go. And yes, it's also think about it. When you initiate, when you're starting something, you're starting a business, is it good energy? Aries, amazing, right? When you facing obstacles and difficult, right? It's amazing energy. Think about the trees. Think about nature in the spring, in that month that now we need to break, and start to grow new. Right? It's need that energy. A very good imagination, good heart, generous, love to give. With Aries, the love, it's very important, the food part, okay? They can't wait, okay? In the future, now, knowing kids, Aries, or you have Aries that you need to take care of, make sure you have some snack or something in your bag, that no need to wait. The internal energy of Aries, who knows? Water. So this is why they are so sensitive. Okay, they are kids, they are sensitive. And think about it, a kid that, especially the Aries, that you give him space to express himself, that you pay attention to him, that you say good words, that kid gonna, be so cute and positive and energetic positive and will be in sharing and will be kind and help and be there for you. The other side is the same energy, the same kid that you're putting him down, or you don't pay attention to him, or you don't, you're telling him things like, oh, you're not good enough. You give him the feeling you're not good enough, or interrupting me, or leave me alone. What kid in that case do? What do you think he can do? Aggressive, yes. Screaming.
They do what you don't want them to do.
Exactly. Rebellion, like, just because you said no. Right? So think about it again. Towards yourself, especially this month, they need a lot of love. A lot of love. Give yourself love. Give the people around you love. Again, the tendency is to be, impulsive. It's to be short, to get mad very easily, to argue, to fight. You see people behaving like that? Take a breath, say, okay, I know this is the energy this month, I understand, never mind. It's not time to fight, it's not time to argument, it's not time for conflicts. Okay, this is the energy, let him cool down, and tomorrow we'll talk about it. And this is something also very beautiful and nice about Aries. They forget really fast. This is, by the way, why they're the worst liars, because they forget what they said. So they're like, really bad. You can catch them immediately with their lies. So they get angry fast, they very impulse, but the same, they're forgetting, and the day after, why you treat me like that? We are next. It doesn't matter. It happens in the future, in the past. Okay. So let's see. We said everything. Yeah, they don't like authority, of course, and we said. Okay. So this month, when we look at the chart, I know many of you don't understand, but just a little bit. So you can see here, this is the sign of the, I don't know how much you can see, but this is the sign of the Aries. We have 6 planets in Aries, plus 2 aspects in Sagittarius. So it's a lot of fire, okay? We have a lot of fire. Again, it's our opportunity with the solar eclipse. That solar eclipse usually is affected, it's on the sign of the North Node. Okay, what does it mean, North Node? This is where we need transformation. This is, what's showing us, the sign that telling us, you need to go towards there. Okay, so the North Node is in Aries. We have as well Chiron in Aries. Chiron is the healing wound. So taking all that, I will explain, it means there is a wound inside of us. There is sorry, I missed the word, הילד הפגוע, her child, okay, thank you. The hurt child inside of us, the inner child, but the hurt part, the trauma, the where we got wound. Okay, this is the time to heal it. This is the time. It's not just to heal it. By healing it, we're also working on the correction, on the tikkun, on fulfilling more our potential, of, taking ourselves towards where we need to take ourselves. So there is assistance, and all this happening in the fourth house, the house of roots, home, family, going back, going deep to the roots, healing it, understanding. Aries, correction, the tikkun in Aries, we spoke about it, and it will feel, even more. It will touch, in the deepest places. What I came to do, who I am, to be authentic as much as possible to myself. And this month, it's like a deep cleansing. It's like you're taking, we're doing, I know, like it's very famous, like the spring cleaning. We are doing the cleaning before Passover. It's the deepest clean. It's to go all the corners. It's to go to the closet that all year we're ignoring, or we just, putting the things there. It's to go to all, the oil that stick and start to scrub it. It's the deepest clean that we want to do, and we will want or not want, we will go through, and it have one purpose. So I will know myself better, know who I am, what I'm worth, and to be, help me with this word, precise with who I am, what I want, and what I came to do. So this is a very positive process. It's very good. And we have many things that are happening this month. So starting the month with that energy. On Passover night, that's going to be the full moon. Now you are my... on the full moon, the sun moving to Taurus. So I don't know how many following us in the past year, right? Every new moon, we started with a sign before. Finally, we are aligned. This new moon, we are with the sun and the moon in Aries, and the new moon of Aries. In the middle of the month, the sun gonna move to Taurus, which is very nice for us. It's more stability. It's more, like we came to the safe island, kind of, okay? In the middle of many things that happening, it will give us more calm and more stable. Another thing that's happening, you can write to yourself, 21 of April. Very positive day, very good day. It's gonna stay for a few weeks. It's the conjunction between Uranus and Jupiter. And there will be one on top, like exactly one on top, in the same degree. And Pluto, sorry, not this is Pluto, I said Uranus and Jupiter, right? So Jupiter, it's growth, it's expansion, it's the miracle planet, it's the blessing planet. And it's also very related to spirituality. The Uranus is more about technology. It's more about a revolution, especially in, like future things. How you say it? Atidiyim. Things that will happen in the future, right? Like all those crazy Hollywood movies with the machines and that. It's that. So think about them coming together, and one of our astrologers refer it, and I love that. It's like bringing spirituality and technology, science together, and like boom, all over. both of them are, have, that massive effect. So we're expecting, a big change in that. By the way, the Rothberg had that conjunction in his chart. He brought a lot of revolution around the spirituality. So let's see what it will bring. Just to connect it to the solar eclipse, who wasn't with us online, we did a connection and we explain a bit. Solar eclipse is when, right, the moon covered the sun. The sun represents ego. It's representing external, okay? The moon represents the soul, the internal. Now, think about it, right? It's like the ego is being covered and the moon, the internal, is taking place instead of it. It happened for few minutes, but the effect of it is for almost a month and a half. Okay, a few weeks before and a little bit after. So it's going to affect all of us. And yes, if we are, too much in the external and being affected from only external things that happening, it will be hard. And it says that it's now, right, it's went from Mexico, it's went through US and came to us, a little bit to Canada. It's going to affect the most America, right, we can say. And it's not necessarily so positive. This is mean, it's not bad news, it means that we have more responsibility. The workers of the light, the ones that with a higher level of consciousness, with the understanding, what does it mean? It just gives us more work, it just gives us more responsibility to affect and to bring people, to take people up, to say, no, it's not bad. And many astrologers speaking all over the world, how bad it is, how scary, and bad news about it. Not at all. It can be. If you're choosing, if you are, again, continue with the external, to the external things to affect you, and not doing the spiritual work, not doing the internal work of what we spoke, but the work of the Aries, yes, it might affect, and it's gonna affect US, it's might affect, I don't think much because it was very little here in Canada. It's gonna affect, many places that it happened, it affect on the politicians, on the leaders, okay? So we might see, I just heard that Biden don't feel so good, right? There is something. As well in London, I heard they have some health issues. So I don't know, I hope everything is okay, yes, not wishing nobody nothing, just health. But it's gonna weaker. And it says that the energy, it's already a process that started, that the energy moving, the power, the central, energy is starting to move from the west to the east. Now in the east, we have combination of things. We have China, we have Iran, we have Israel. What we really wish, and again, it's more in a level of consciousness, it's more in a level of energy, is that we will bring the energy back, that energy going back to the people that wants to bring peace, for the people that want to bring the central column to the world, the balance, the restriction, the internal work, the people that wants to create unity, the people that wants to bring more unconditional love. Okay, so it's us. This is why we are here. This is what we want to inject in that consciousness of this month. To to awake more. And it's required, again, it's our work. It's required from us to be more like that. We cannot say, they don't do, he is like that. No, this is not why we talking and learning and understanding. It's more to focus on me, what I came to do, what I came to bring to this world. This is the true work. This is the true consciousness we want to connect with, because then we're going above the influence of the zodiac. Then we going out of that bad news, negative, because there is two sides, okay? Like the Aries, you want to treat him with love, or you want to ignore him and maybe say bad things about him. We prefer to give love, right? So let's do it. Let's use this month to increase that, especially towards ourselves. Just want to check, I didn't forget any question in the meantime. Yes, Daniel.
The Jewish calendar follows the lunar calendar. I heard this weekend that the solar eclipse always happens the day before a new moon. Can you explain how that works or why that happens?
Oh my God, I will send you a video
I wanted to ask
of
you
a
question,
guy
but-
that, amazing. He did it, he visually built like a whole video, yeah. How? Simulation, thank you, of how it's work and how it's related to the nodes. Yeah, it's like 20 minutes. I lost him in some point. It was very
So it just
complicated
happens-
English and
The
Yeah.
eclipse happens one day before new moon. Always. I'll watch
there
the
is,
video.
it's very interesting. It's very interesting because he's showing there, the pattern of the eclipse, and it's for, I think he did it like for, I don't know how many years, and you see that there is a pattern. But again, more than anything, just to make sure we are in the right consciousness, that we are doing the spiritual work, that we understand and we can see, we can look at the world. There is more awareness. There are more speaking about mindfulness, and even science now, is much more towards understanding that there is things in our brain. There is Joe Dispenza speak about the endless, right? The endless world. We're speaking about it too. The endless light that we want to connect, that we bringing from there the energy. So there is much more, there is more opening, there is more understanding. Yeah. More questions.
My question is for April 21st. Like, are there any rituals or ways of being aligned with that energy you explained?
No. Yes and no. So another important fact that I'm sure most of you know, Mercury is in retrograde. Okay. We love Mercury in retrograde. We can blame him about everything. So is until the 26th. So basically it's a time mainly to not sign new contracts, not to start big things, like that. But it's still a very positive time. What I will recommend in general for this month is to put some goals for the year, but more interesting than that, because it's really, it's energy that helping, to open our mind, to think big, to expand ourselves, to really grow. And probably many of you not familiar. Okay, we are in the spring. Spring in Hebrew is Aviv. Oh, it's not here? it's not here, sorry. So Aviv is Av Yud Bet, is the father of the 12. Okay, this is what it means. The father of the 12. This month is the father of all the 12 months. It's not just that it's the beginning, as well, the first 12 days of this month controlling the whole year. Mean, this day, the first day of Aries, that will be until tomorrow sunset, controlling Aries. From the day after, it will control the month of Taurus. The day after, it will be controlling the month of Gemini. Cancer, Leo, etc., all the 12 days. Okay? So, I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of the Kabbalist. Maybe David, you remember? But there was a Kabbalist that what he did for each day, every day, the beginning of the day, he was sitting and write for himself goals for the month to come. And he says that, but it's not like goals, to-do list. It's goals of who I want to be, what changes I want to do in myself, or I would like to see in myself. Okay, it's more internally. It's more about of being, of connection. Okay, the more spiritual side, and very interesting. Interesting. His story. It says that he passed away. It's the Josev Lublin. He passed away of 9th of Av, okay, 9th of Leo. And when he passed away, his student, they knew that he's doing it every year. So they went to his books, where he was writing everything, notebooks, and they saw that that year he didn't put goals for the month of Leo. Like he stopped in the month of Cancer. And that was the month he left the world. So you can use that. It's very powerful. It's very good each day. And we're gonna advertise. We will have in our social medias, on the website, like everywhere, the energy of each day. What is the spiritual work of each day? The spiritual goals, according to the sign, according to the correction, the tikkun of the sign. Answering more or less.
Are you doing like so Taurus, they're like homebodies? Do you mean like during Taurus, their homebodies? So for that day corresponding to Taurus, you might want to do some goals about fitness or like being more
Yes,
active
very
and
much.
stuff?
Going out of the comfort zone.
Okay.
Yes. So Taurus, comfort zone. Taurus are very heavy, materialist. This is a good day to be out there running physical things, do things that not comfortable for me. Geminis, they are very logic, less in the emotions. Maybe it's a good day, to open up a emotion discussion or do some workshop regards the emotions. Yeah, etc., etc. Cancers are very much into fears, to do something bold, Always when we're laughing, it's touching us. More questions. Okay, so I would like to invite David to share with us more consciousness about the month, the letters of the month, and I will come back we're going to have in the end the breathwork meditation. Thank you, Chodesh Tov.
If you only knew how powerful this month is, how many opportunities we have, you would spend every minute of this month making maximum effort. Because what happened during this month is total renewal, total renewal. I see many new faces here, and we're glad to see you here. I will try to not to go too advanced in what we usually share, but usually the Kabbalistic year is divided to two. It's divided to many. It's divided sometimes to 4, but it's cut into 2. And there is the Kabbalistic New Year called Rosh Hashanah. Have you heard about it ever? It's famous. So they call it, yeah, people eat like apple with honey, and they get together for family dinner. They fight, and then they go back to their lives. So we do it a bit differently here. Why? Because it's called the anniversary, the beginning of the year. It's one kind of anniversary, but it's actually, according to the biblical text, it's happening on the 7th month of the year. It's not the real New Year. The real New Year is happening today. That's the New Year. This is the first month. As Tamar told you guys, that this is the beginning, and this month is the end of all the month of the year. Meaning, it's the seed level, because we know within every seed, all the intelligence, all the consciousness, all the energy exist. Whatever comes up later is just the effect. So imagine yourself that now we can take control over the seed level of the entire 12 months ahead of us. Good news, no? Guys, I want to see smiles here because I'm going to give you a lot of good news. It's all about good news this month. Only good news, okay? So we have the opportunity for renewal. What does it mean, renewal? Now, we are divided to 2. Have you noticed? Yeah? Sometimes you have this voice say, help this other person, and the other voice say, no, cheat them. 2 voices. We are, how do you call the people that have 2 voices? Huh? Or few voices. No, what is the mental sickness? Schizophrenia, exactly. That's how we are. We build that, we structure it from 2. It's called body and soul. Yeah? So the other Rosh Hashanah is the birth of our soul. Okay? It's the birth of Adam and Eve. But we know pre-Adam and Eve, there was needed to create the physical reality, which it was a few billion years before that, when the physical reality was prepared. All the 15 billion years that we talk about since the Big Bang and all of that was just a preparation for the soul of humanity, starting from Adam and Eve. Okay? Whatever predate that just was a preparation for that. Can you imagine? Aries would love to hear that news. Everything was created for me. Yeah, everything was created for us. It doesn't mean that we need to abuse it. It doesn't mean that we need to destroy it. But yeah, the creation was for us. So our soul was put into the body called a vessel that the soul resides in it. Now, the moment we put too much emphasis on the body and neglecting the soul, now, how much soul we are, how much body we are, that's something, it's under question. How much? Do you know? What the scientists say about us? How much matter we are and how much emptiness, consciousness, energy we are. What the scientist says.
Yeah, energy, we are light.
Huh?
At the source.
But how much? What they say?
1%.
Less than 1%, So imagine yourself like most of humanity going around living life thinking, oh, I'm looking in the mirror, this is who I am. But it's not who I am. Who I am is the energy inside. 99% of who I am, it's consciousness, it's soul. So the moment I neglect that, or I'm not balancing, doesn't mean I don't need to brush my teeth, make a nice curls or something like that. Yes, we have to take care of the body. It's the temple, it's the vessel. But how we take care of the soul is the most important thing. So the vessel, from another perspective, is the soul. Okay? Because the vessel, like when you talk about the soul, is also the vessel to receive the endless light. There is endless energy out there. There is no shortage of billions of dollars as we see in the world, yeah? How many billionaires became this year in this world, I just looked today at the cryptocurrency and I saw this crypto called Shibu. You heard about Shibu? It's grown in the last 5 years with like 100,000 times. This means like if you put $1,000 there, it became like to $10 million. Crazy, in 5 years. Crazy, you know, it's not real. But it shows us that there is endless potential. Money, it's like just example to look at things, but there is endless potential of energy. Meaning that all this endless potential of energy is actually on the rise this month. We suddenly understand that we are capable to do the unbelievable. This is the idea. That's how Aries really feels. That's not why they go fearless everywhere and they're doing what the heck they want. Yeah? Why? Because they're fearless. They feel that they're invincible. And sometimes they're able to make it happen. Even, unfortunately, this guy from Germany, he was partially Aries. It was a mixture between Taurus and Aries. It's like the worst mixture in the world, by the way. And you see what comes up with them. With like endless ego, when with determination of a Taurus, we see what can happen. But the idea is that if we grow up from the smallness of the Aries, because Aries is the child, yeah? It's a child. What the child does, it's so easy to insult a child, isn't it? You just say no to him, that's it, you ended his life. You know, we have 4 like that at home. Most of the time we hear like this background noise of crying. This is what I've been experiencing for the 5 years. There is a background noise. That's what I also at night, by the way. It's not ending. It's never ending. It's endless. Hopefully soon they're gonna grow up of it. But this is what the child, the moment you don't give him what he wants, that's it. We call it in Hebrew broges. How do you say it in huh? I don't know if there is a word for it in English. Yeah. Well, it means like no more playing with you. That's it. No more friendship. This is what it means. So we, in a way, like that, and that's what we're supposed to heal this month. If we overcome that kind of, oh, you did that to me, oh, you didn't give me that, oh, you didn't give me any attention, oh, you hurt me. If we able to eliminate that, then we can connect to the greatness. To get the greatness of it month, it means that all the intelligence of everything, of all creation, exists in this month. This is the month of freedom. Freedom. What does it mean? It says that the Israelites were redeemed from the slavery in Egypt on this month. But you know, all the texts, the biblical texts, the Kabbalists explain to us that it shouldn't be taken literally ever. It says stupid, the Kabbalist said stupid is the person that would take whatever written in the biblical text literally. It's all metaphors. It's all like to share with us how energy moves around. What is like, how those stories really share with us what's the purpose of creation, what's the purpose of life. That's what it shares. So we are in bondage. That's what we are. Yeah. What does it mean in bondage? Because we are enslaved to the ego. By the way, the ego represented through our astrological programming. Okay? So why those 12 days are so important? Because we can hack the program. You know, Kabbalah is just biohacking. That's what it is all about. It's how to biohack the ego. This is what it's all about. So we have the opportunity in this month to make a leap jump and to become someone that is completely different. This month is considered to be the head of all the kings. They say this is the head month who rules of all the kingdoms. Now, do we have kingdoms? Yes, of course we have. all the dictators, all the prime ministers, all the presidents, those considered to be the kings of today. They have a very important role, you know. One decisions of them can, you know, can determine a lot of growth or a lot of disorder, isn't it? Yeah? And they do that. So he said that we supposed to become the rulers of our lives. We're supposed to have total control. What is a king does? Kings doesn't get excited if something happens or something go wrong, because he knows he has the whole kingdom under his feet. He has all the power. So even going to war, even going to any kind of challenge, he will stay calm and say, okay, do this, do that, do that. That's how we're supposed to act. The physical reality, according to Kabbalah, called kingdom, malchut. Malchut, it means that we're supposed to come to a level that we're able to rule this universe. But do we? Now we need to ask why. The why is always going to bring us to this programming called the ego. The ego is short. It's all about short income, like what I'm going to receive short term. Short term, that's what he said. Ego wants to shrink my view of my life. Yeah? He said, give me the chocolate now. Who cares that I can change the world? Yeah? That's what the ego tells me. Give me some energy now. Okay, so changing the world. Okay, yeah, later. I tried, it didn't work. Yeah? Somebody insulted me. Yeah? Somebody rejected me. That's what really happens, because we all, even the politicians themselves, when they enter to their how do you call their role, exactly, when they enter to the role, they were patriots. They believe that they're going to change everything. But when they saw all the politics and all the opposition and all the power game, you know, suddenly they forgot, they just want to keep their seat. Don't give me, don't touch my seat. I want to stay here. It's comfortable. I have power. I have acknowledgement. You know, we are like that. We have to change. So this is like the best month to create change. And the idea is that we had this solar eclipse today, just before the new moon. It's a big miracle. It means that there is some kind of assistance from the cosmos that is so necessary. It means like the creator said, oh, kids, I let you play by yourself and you mess it up. Let me clean it up for you a little bit. Let me give you some pointers. Let me give you some direction. Let me give you some energy, so it's going to be easier to clean the mess up. And we know it's pretty messy in the world right now. Pretty messy. What does it mean? It's messy to the level that we can even not understand. But there is an assistance. There is an assistance. All this solar eclipse is saying to us, you know, I'm the vessel, the moon, the soul. I'm here. Use me. Emphasize the power of your soul more. Care about what's happening. Understand that you're not a tiny screw. You can make the change. Be brave enough, be bold enough to make the change. Internally and globally. Voice yourself out, you know. Aries, they care less. They are so stubborn. They don't put attention to resistance, you know. If they see resistance, they just move you away and they continue. But this is how determined that we need to chase after our truth. You understand? We need to claim that. The word is shouting for all those spiritual workers, spiritual souls that are there to come out, get out of your shells, do something. Don't stay in politically correct mode. This is what it's about. It's also said that this is the head of all the regalim. Regalim, it means that all the different windows in times. So Kabbalistically says that as today, Rosh Chodesh, new moon, it's a window. What does it mean though? It's an access point that I can program the entire month. Yeah? What does it mean? I'm coming here today with my consciousness. I'm determining this month going to be powerful, amazing. I'm going to make a lot of changes. This is the state of mind you need to keep, especially when we're going to do the meditation. I'm controlling. I'm determining that whatever going to happen this month, going to be a leap change for me. Exponential change, not like, oh, a little bit of change. Doesn't work, this slow growth. So in reality, they say that the letters that relate to this month, they're exactly in the order of the supernal light, of the name of the creator. So it means that we can control time. So when we say it's ahead of all the Windsors in times, like the holidays and the new moon and everything, they call it regalim. Regalim coming from the word regel. Regel means a feet. So it says that every organ in the body relates to different months. And what is the organ that relates to this month? Which feet? The right one. The right one. What does it mean? The right feet, the feet that can really take us to the next level. So what we do with feet, we can jump. Yeah? So the idea is that if you jump with the right leg, there are many superstitions about it. When you do new things, start with the right leg. When you wear your socks, you need to put the right before. There's a reason for that. Right represent mercy, represent being right, of course. So we have all the assistance right now to do a leap change in who we are. And
Tell your soul, here I come. I'm on my way to hear you better, to get the messages from you. Keep the breathing. 2 in, 1 out. You're doing good. We are halfway. Keep the breathing. 2 in, 1 out. If you took a break, it's good to come back and push as much as you can. Keep the deep breathing. You're doing good. We're almost there. Connect with your soul. Climb up. Connect yourself with a different dimension. Last push. You're welcome to take a deep breath and hold it inside for 1 minute. Take your attention to the third eye. And you can release. And bring back your breath to normal. Feel yourself full with light, full with joy, completely connected with your soul. And in that moment, you can invite your inner child. Look at him. What he's doing, how he's feel. can invite him to come closer to you. You can give him a hug. You can talk with him. You can tell him, I love you. You are loved. You're worth love. Everything gonna be okay. Everything gonna be good. You deserve happiness and joy. You are safe. Tell him all you would like to share with him. See him happy, smiling, relaxed, feel safe. And now it's a good time to renew that safe place. We want to connect to the source of all energy, to connect to the light around us, and to feel one with the universe. Feel how your body disappearing in the space. All the cells of your body melting in the air. And you give yourself opportunity for renewal. We break in the old in order to build something new. Something healthier, something stronger in the mind, body, and soul in all the levels. And as I disappear into the endless, I'm inviting new energy, new consciousness, new body. And I'm allowing only what I want to be exist and to be part of me, to come in. And slowly, slowly, very slowly, we will come back to the here and now with new energy, with new consciousness, with new abilities, completely renewal, with different inner child, much more happy. With a count to 1 and 5, we will be ready to this month, to this year. 1, 2, 3. Can move a little bit your legs. 4, can shake the body a bit. 5, you can open your eyes. Take your time. To feel back the physical body. First of all, deep apologize about the technical issue. I hope you could connect and receive something, even though if someone wants to share something or to say something, ask something. If not, we're just going to wish you a happy month and good luck with the spiritual work. And thank you very much for coming. And Chodesh Tov.